President Trump is ramping up the pressure on Venezuela after several deadly U.S. strikes on alleged drug boats off the country's coast. And the president now suggests that he does not need permission from Congress to carry out any of those attacks.
I don't think we're going to necessarily ask for a declaration of war. I think we're just going to kill people that are bringing drugs into our country. Okay? We're going to kill them. You know, they're going to be like dead.
The president did say that he would notify Congress before expanding operations and strikes to land, but also said he didn't think lawmakers would, quote unquote, have any problem with it. On top of that, the president is now denying new reports that American B-1 bombers flew very close to Venezuela's coast just yesterday. Flight data appeared to show at least one in the area. Joining me right now is retired Admiral James Stavridis, a CNN senior military analyst, former NATO Supreme Allied Commander. It's good to see you again. So let's start with that bomber. The details and the reporting is really interesting. It's an American B-1 Lancer bomber. And according to flight tracking data, the aircraft first appeared on flight tracking dashboards southwest of Dallas, the Dallas area, around 4:30 yesterday morning. And at its closest point was a little more than 50 miles from the Venezuelan mainland. 9 hours later, according to flight data, the bomber reappears around 15 minutes within Venezuela's kind of region where they are in charge of air traffic control. Add this all up, and it means what to you?
I hear echoes of two wars going on in the big picture, Kate. One is the war in Vietnam. If you kind of remember how that started, there was a so-called Gulf of Tonkin incident. There were American boats were supposedly attacked. Upon examination, a lot of that fell apart. You feel a kind of a provocative activity going on. And of course, it's not just the B-1. That's a tiny part of this naval flotilla that's operating off the coast. 6,000 Marines and sailors, half a dozen warships, perhaps a nuclear submarine. There are F-35 Lightnings up in Puerto Rico. So this is a big load of combat power. And certainly you don't need that to blow up a few drug boats. So clearly it's a lot of provocation. That's the Vietnam War piece. And then secondly, it feels a lot like something more people can remember, and that's the global war on terror, the way in which we simply declared every terrorist a combatant enemy and killed them. So these are the two foundational pieces you're seeing unfold, and it just keeps kind of ramping up. Final thought, the obvious next step here is strikes on land. I think there's a better than even chance President Trump's going to order those pretty soon.
That is really quite a remarkable thing when you think about it. And as you describe how big the contingent of military power and might is down there right now for doing strikes on fishing boats, or what look like fishing boats, even if they are carrying drugs. You see what I mean? So then you also have, and we're getting to this, the president's declaration. He doesn't think he needs a congressional approval to continue striking boats at sea. He says he would notify Congress if he would take operations to land. And this week, the Venezuelan president publicly claims that his country has 5,000 Russian-made anti-aircraft missiles in quote-unquote key air defense positions. I mean, how dangerous is this situation right now?
It is potentially quite explosive. And back to your comment, Kate, about the size of the naval flotilla, I don't think we've seen this many combat units operating together at sea in the Caribbean Sea, going back to the Cuban Missile Crisis in the 1960s. And yes, Venezuela has a lot of combat capability. They have medium-level jets. They bought these during Hugo Chavez, the heyday, the high oil prices, going back almost 20 years. But a lot of the equipment, here's the good news from a U.S. perspective, a lot of the equipment is old. I'm not certain the Venezuelan military is competent to really use it effectively. But this is not taking on a nation without combat capability. The Venezuelans will fight back if we start trying land strikes. So buckle up.
Admiral, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming in.